Hello, welcome. It's Lotus. I am here to do a short video and invitation for all of you who feel called. This Sunday over on Patreon, I'm going to be doing a class, and this class is really about embodiment. It's going to be live, so I would love questions. I would love people sharing their experience, all about embodiment. So embodiment from the perception and the lens of our awakening process, and what and the how-tos when we begin to anchor in higher levels of consciousness. And in my language, I also refer to that as our soul presence, that soul empowerment when we begin landing more fully in our physical body, when we are bringing in the higher light codes and the frequencies that are consciousness, they are qualities, they are new ways of being, they are new paradigms, they are new templates. And it's one thing to learn about them conceptually, but the name of the game really going forward is anchoring these energies down onto this plane in order to also uplift this plane, being the third dimension, right? That 3D plane, drawing down the energies and frequencies from the higher realms, and it has to happen through the body, right? It has to, for us to really shift, for our evolution, our sacred technology, which is our physical form, gets activated, and there are a few key things that begin to happen through the embodiment process. And we're going to be diving into some of those and teasing them apart. I already have a preview video over there on Patreon that is available for anybody who wishes to view it. It's about an hour, and I go over some of these points, and I'll just kind of say them quickly here, that we're going to be exploring on Sunday, and that'll be Sunday at 11 o'clock a.m. Central Time, and I'm going to go live at 11, and as all you need to do is hop over there and tune in. So a couple of the things that we're going to be working with and understanding more deeply, and I'm just going to go through them. The inner structure and the inner foundation of the higher consciousness, the light codes, the templates that are downloading, that are here for all of us to begin living from. The subject of mastery and maturity, and we're going to explore a little bit more fully what that means. The levels of IQ that I've talked about in other videos here on YouTube, that are not just the intellectual IQ, but it's our emotional IQ, our spiritual IQ, our somatic IQ, and everything is getting subtler and subtler. So our intelligence quotient is becoming much more holistic and much more refined. So we're going to be exploring that. We're also going to be exploring more fully the importance of coherence, right? Coming from that higher heart, balance, harmony, equilibrium. There are many ways we can sort of talk about that coherence, divine neutrality, divine love, that state of peace. And the coherence, we all experience it at different times. We all experience peace. We all experience that flow and that zen. But what we're learning through the embodiment process has everything to do with sustaining those specific frequency bandwidths in our body and in our consciousness. So we're not going in and out of them anymore. But there are all of these energetic nuances that are happening that need to shift on much deeper levels. So that's going to be the coherence. We're also going to be, all of this really, I'm looking at all my kind of scribbled notes. All of this really has everything to do with our spiritual development. Right? This is all about our spiritual development from one level to the next. And there are some other key points that become really, and not just points, but qualities of being, practices, and ways of supporting every new level that we start to rise into. We aren't rising and falling anymore, ideally. We're rising and we're learning to hold these new patterns of our own soul presence. We have to develop the physical and energetic capacity to hold these on a regular, like as a consistent basis. That requires understanding deeper about receptivity, not necessarily being the doer, not the one making things happen, but receiving the divine orchestration and our natural evolutionary process by more non-doing. And then also the importance of integration. I talk about this a lot. I haven't on YouTube for a while. I actually probably haven't talked about it in a while in general, but integration, that's something that I would be curious what everybody's experience of their own integration process is, and what does that look like, and how long is your integration process, and how do you know when you've rebalanced from one state of being into the next state of being. So these are some of the bullet points. I think I've got others written on the back. I have but I'm not going to go into all of them right now. So it's going to be full, as most of the classes usually are, and I would love to see you there. I would love to hear from you, meet you, and if you resonate, then Patreon is a really great place to be to continue to do this work through the embodiment process. With a community and on a consistent basis. So Sunday, 11 a.m. over on Patreon, and I will put the link below. It is Lotus at Art of Sacred Embodiment, and I hope to see you then. All right, many blessings. Bye-bye.